Hi there, folks. Sean Brodrick. I'm at the New Orleans Investment Conference, and I'm here with Michael Checkan. He is the co-founder and CEO of Asset Strategies International. And you guys always write into me saying, who do I buy gold from? Well, Asset Strategies International is one of those companies that you buy gold from. These guys have been in business for 35 years now?
37.
37 years. They know the business inside and out. They've seen cycles up and down and all that stuff. And so Michael has kindly offered to speak to you guys about what his outlook for precious metals for the next year is. Michael, could you please speak to my viewers just to give your outlook on that?
Thank you very much.
Sure.
And, I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you. I've known Sean for many years, and he's a good friend as well. And with regard to the outlook, here it is November of 2019. We've seen a gold market that has improved starting in September of 2018. And the market this year, with regard to gold, is up about 20%. So gold has finally gotten out of the doldrums, so to speak, where it was for about 3 to 4 years. Many of the reasons that gold has improved would be that the dollar has gotten a bit weaker. So usually what happens is with the weaker dollar, we have a stronger gold price. Additionally, with regard to the production is not as great as it has been in the past, and of course it takes 10 years to get a mine operating, and so there's been a contraction and a major change in the mining industry. With regard to the actual buyers, who are the buyers? The buyers at this point in time are mainly institutional buyers. This is money that's getting ahead of the retail buyer, at least here in the United States. There are always buyers when it comes to countries like India and China. In fact, China, they are the biggest miners of gold in the world, and they are also the biggest importers of gold. So there's a lot of interest as the money moves from the west to the east to gold. Now, with regard to the outlook for 2016, it's a positive outlook.
You mean 2020?
Excuse me, yes, 2020. Easy to do 2016.
Oh, yeah.
But for 2020, is that we'll see higher prices, but I'm not in a position, I think, to say how much higher they're going to go because there are so many intangibles out there at the present time. I definitely do think that there's been a breakout of gold. It was trading from about $1,250 to $1,350, broke out, went up to $1,500.50 per ounce. So yes, I see higher prices. Wouldn't be surprised to see it go to $1,600. That may even happen this year, but definitely higher prices in the future.
Okay. Now, some things you and I were speaking about off camera is obviously we're seeing all the central banks, or not all the central banks, but some big central banks are like lining up to buy gold by the bucket load, right? And that, and also ETFs, just the ETF holdings of gold and silver, they keep going higher and higher.
There's a lot of ways that you can buy gold. I've been in this business for over 50 years, and I have found that many Americans prefer to have gold delivered to them, and they are basically buyers of physical gold. And when I say physical gold, I'm talking about this would be gold coins, bars, and certificates. And with regard to coins, the primary coin that's sold here in the U.S. would be the American Eagle, followed by the Canadian Maple Leaf. And on regard to silver, silver also is very interesting. I think it has more potential than gold at the moment because of where it's sitting. And the gold, the silver is typically bought in either 1 ounce coins, it's the American Eagle coins, or in my opinion, a better buy and a better price would be the 100-ounce bars of silver. Now, this is, how do you buy it? Just simply give us a call. My toll-free number is 800-831-0007, and just either speak with me or speak with one of the traders, and we'd be happy to handle the transaction on the telephone, giving you a price, and you don't have to pay us in advance. You can just tell us what you would like to do. We would fix a price for you, and we would take either a check or a wire, depending on the size of the transaction, and we would send those metals to you directly. Now, you have a choice also. You can take it at home, for example, and put it in a safe or put it in a safe deposit box. Or what many people are doing now is that they're storing it either onshore or offshore. This is a privacy concern, and we have a lot of the metals that we're selling right now are being stored in the Cayman Islands with a company called SWP. But you can also store in other parts of the world, whether it be London, Zurich, Hong Kong, and places like that. And also, we have a certificate program which we created back in 1997 for the Perth Mint. And this is also a popular way to buy and store gold. And in the storage of gold through the Perth Mint certificate, it's the only program which is government guaranteed. So there are a lot of options, and we can certainly talk more about these options when you give us a call. Again, it's 1-800-831-0007.
And I'll make sure to put the information to actually contact Asset Strategies International in the information with this video. One thing that I did want to ask you, when it comes to the coins, and like if you can't answer this, that's okay, but what coins are really bargains now?
Well, would that be in gold or silver?
Either one.
Okay. Well, with silver, the primary coin that's sold is the 1 ounce American Eagle coin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot of patriotism behind that, but also the Canadian Maple Leaf coin is a popular coin. On the gold side, it's American Eagles again. Number 1 coin. Number 2 would be the Maple Leaf. However, some people like to buy the Krugerrands, and the Krugerrands are bought because they're at a lower premium to the price of gold than are the others.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you sell them, you will also get a lower price. So, in my opinion, stay with the 1 ounce gold coins that are pure gold. The Krugerrand is not pure gold. So you're looking for coins that are 9999 gold and silver 999 silver. Those are the ones that you can actually buy and sell internationally, not just here in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One more thing that I did want to ask you is we often have people give advice on like how to buy gold. So rarely do we get advice on like how to sell. What things should people look for when they are selling, or else what things should they really try to avoid when they're selling?
Yeah, first off, most importantly, deal with a company that's been in business for many years.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my company, Asset Strategies International, has been around for 37 years. So we're not only a seller, but also a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that's important. I would not suggest that you deal with a company that's only a seller and not a buyer. They should be doing both. And if they're not a buyer, it means that possibly what they're selling is something that's been overpriced, or it's something that they don't want to buy back because the spread between the bid and the ask is too wide.
Mm.
So with regard to ourselves, very simple. We maintain a facility, I should say we work with a facility in Wilmington, Delaware, and it's called, it's a Dillon Gage facility, International Gold Bullion facility. And what happens is you call us, and what we do is we will give you an indication price on the telephone. We give you instructions on where to send the gold, silver, platinum, palladium, whatever it may be, and then it's sent to the depository. And the depository receives it, it validates it as being what it's said to be, and then we're informed. And then what we do is we fix the price. We give you an indication first, and we fix the price. And then what we do is we make the purchase, and we either send you a check or wire the funds to you. So it's a very simple process, but it goes to our depository in Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay, so your company not only has a way to actually sell people gold, but also you will buy gold people are selling.
That's correct.
All
And,
right.
and also, there's with regard to certificates, the way that works, we created this program in conjunction with the Perth Mint in Australia back in 1996. So we're a bit ahead of the game because gold started going up in 2001, but we were in position to have this program expand. And today there's over $2.5 billion in the program. So it's been very successful over the years. And one of the reasons it's been successful, it's so easy to buy and sell the certificate program. So
The gold you can fold. I remember you guys used to call it that.
Gold you can fold. Absolutely right. And gold we trust as well. And but this is a case where what you can do is you can buy gold and have it stored in Perth, Australia, and that's where the mint is located, and it will be government guaranteed. There's no storage fees for placing the gold there, and when you want to sell it, the certificate is just returned to us. What we in turn is we send it back to on your behalf to Perth, and then the purchase is made, and then we in turn will pay you in dollars. All transactions will be in dollars, even though we're dealing with a country which has Australian dollars as their main currency.
All right. Well, that about wraps up my questions. I'd like to invite you folks, if you have any questions for Michael, you can just put them in the comments or else send me an email. and I'll make sure those comments get to Michael so like he can answer questions for you, okay? So you guys stay tuned for more. Do you have anything you'd like to say before we go?
Well, the only thing I want to thank you very much for the opportunity to
Sure.
do this interview with you. It's been a long time.
It has.
And we spoke about how we first met in Prague
We did.
many years ago. And it was an interesting experience.
Yeah, it was.
And the other thing is that if you may be interested in just taking a look at our website, which is assetstrategies.com, and you'll get a lot of information there. We have a newsletter as well. If you're interested, we can send you free copies of our newsletter. And it kind of tells the story about things that are going on out there. For example, right now the big thing is central banks buying gold, and we go into detail why that is the case. So we try to give information first. Secondly, we try to sell our product basis insurance. Mm-hmm. And thirdly, we try to sell our product basis investment opportunity.
Okay, well, if you have information on central bank buying of gold, sounds like that's an issue I have to read. But we will save that for the future. You folks stay tuned. This is Sean Brodrick at the New Orleans Investment Conference, finding out all sorts of things for you. I hope you are enjoying it. I'll talk to you later.